just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain starts.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Who that? Who that? Switch, switch, switch. 80, 80, 80. Joker, 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 Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, man, hey, man.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
46-yard line. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, watch the line. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Monday. Hey, Delta.
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That's throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
That 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. 80.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Middle.
Now Rosen on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yo. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on second and long. Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Here it comes. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day. Watch out.
General West! Easy!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
58.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27.
61, matchbox lights.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Go 50.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, tight.
Again, it's Brady. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, exit.
6-man.
72.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Undercross. Hey, goal 66. Go Bandit.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Patriots 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 26. Check 26.
80. X3. 218. Chopper.
Motion.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He completes it to Nelson. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. Check 52.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. It's caught. Nelson. 23 yards on the play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, alert, alert.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
Let's go.
Hey, tight.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What are you doing?
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check it, reload. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, high 7. Sugar.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Slam. Monday. Hey, zoom.
Here's Rosen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Anthony Walker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Caught by Nelson. 23 yards, the final tally.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53, Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Rosen.
Let go defense. Let go defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
On first down, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Focus, defense, focus. Rip.
Hey, Alpha. Watch the pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ready, rip.
From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert, alert.
Watch the edge.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, Echo.
Now it's Rosen. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third down, Rosen. Going up top for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I smell fear in that offense. Monday.
And now it's Rosen looking. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Mike, 54.
Hey, alert.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Rosen now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, I'm coming.
Middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go 66.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ozzy!
Who do you want?
Hey, exit. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there.
54 Mike.
Check.
What? Greystone, travel.
He's coming. Double up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's go.
They're on 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bills on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that we got to be careful.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, seam 6.
58 right there.
You must be getting
Out
From the gun, Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
7.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Watch the pass. Watch the
Hey, 66. Hey, 66.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
At the 23-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. What do you got?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. This is Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Mike, number 53. Mike, alert.
On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike. Time to go, night. 53 to Mike.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Patriots 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. Runs over him. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.